Hey, it's Nay, and welcome to my channel. So, today I'm going to be doing a barbecue perfect fragrances, and this is actually going to be in two parts because as I was picking out the fragrances, there's like 20 fragrances here. I'm doing the most. It's a lot. And so if I did it all in one video, we would be here for about 45 minutes to an hour, which I feel like that's a lot. And so I'm breaking it into two parts. These parts don't even look equal, but it is what it is. All right, so I tried to classify them, sort of. Here's the thing about when you classify fragrances, right? They more often than not can fit into more than one classification. So when you see this classification, this system, I have placed them in these groups. Know that for me, these fall more hardcore into this particular group than another. Yeah. So we're gonna just jump right into it. Today, this videos is gonna be on fruity, citrus-esque, okay? That is what we're going with today. So these are basically ones that are strong on the fruity slash citrus vibe. So citrus, I gave the citrus its own slight category because although citrus is fruity, the citrus gives a different feel to some of the other fruits that are out there. One thing I do want to start off with is that I didn't really choose there's a lot. I have quite a few fragrances, and there's significantly more fragrances out there. And these ones that I chose, I did keep in mind, okay, I'm gonna say it again, okay, of bees, okay? The bees them, the bugs them. I'm not a big fan. I'm not even a little fan or a quarter fan. Who is cutting their lawn right now? Why is my little mini fridge acting all these noise? I'm so sorry for this noise right now. Anyway, what I was saying was, what was I saying? Oh, the bees, y'all. I was like, hey, the bees, the bugs. So there's quite a few fragrances that I do really enjoy for the spring and summertime that are more reserved for when I'm inside places. And these barbecues for me, outdoor activity fun, picnics, so on and so forth, are for that's outside, that's the outdoors. And so these citrusy and fruity fragrances are sweet, but they're not super sweet. Am I making sense? All right, let's just jump into it because I tried my best. So the first one I want to talk about, let's move my water, is one I actually haven't spoken about a lot recently, but I love it, and it deserves more hype. I feel like a lot of people actually don't talk about it. I've had this in my collection for a little while now, and this is Vicky Thiel's Femme Absolue. This is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. It's a bubbly, fruity, woody type of fragrance. It has some aspects of like citrusy. Let me just read you guys real quick the main accord. So we have woody, fruity, white floral, citrus, rose, patchouli, aromatic, warm, spicy, powdery, and green. I'm gonna tell you right now, so it does towards a dry down, get a little powdery, but I don't really get patchouli, rose, aromatic. I mean, I guess I get a little bit of the rose, but it's really like a fruity, citrusy, woody type of fragrance for me, and it falls under the floral fruity fragrance category. Keep in mind, what I put the category of them in is not always going to necessarily match what the other says, because it's what comes into my nose. So cassis, mandarin orange, and peach are the top notes, and you have rose petals, jasmine, and orange blossom. The orange blossom is not strong in here, but it definitely plays a role. Base notes of patchouli, sandalwood, and vanilla. It is so good. When I first smelled this, I actually thought there was bergamot in here because there's a bubbling that comes. That spice is just, for me, just a bubbly sensation in my nose when I smell it. It's a brighter fragrance, but more fruity than like a citrus. The citrus plays a smaller role than the actual fruit, like the peach is strong in here. Oh, it smells so delicious to me. It almost gives me a slight, like, I like to have a good time, but I'm doing it smart. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to say sophisticated because it's not quite sophisticated, but it's smart fun. Smart fun, and it does have a little sweet aspect to it, so if you wanted that sweet vibe, I would go ahead and try out Vicky Thiel's Femme Absolute, and it does have pretty good, it's got moderate longevity, and it does come off of your skin and clothes, although I would suggest definitely spraying it on your clothes for sure. The next one is a newer one to my collection, but I'm in love, and this is Coach Poppy. This is sweet, aquatic, floral, ozonic, powdery, citrus, vanilla, green, and white floral. Basically, I get everything that's in here at some point in this fragrance, but the most thing I get is like this aquatic, sweet, fresh, watery type of vibe. Aquatic is watery, right? Why did I just say that 2 times? Because I want to make sure you guys really know what I'm serious. Like, this is the cucumber in here is the most perfect smell I've ever smelled for the springtime. Very fresh. And what's cool is as it gets into the wearing on your skin, it's sweet. There's a sweet notes like candy in the mid and then marshmallow in the base. So you got cucumber, mandarin orange, and freesia on the top. Middle notes are sweet notes, water lily, rose, jasmine, and gardenia. Excuse me. Base notes of marshmallow, vanilla, sandalwood, and Virginia cedar. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's very fun. It's very cute. If you want to wear like bright clothes to wherever you're going, this I think is going to fit very well with that. And we're going to keep on moving. The next one is one I think I've been talking about quite a lot. And listen, I wear it and I like it and I love it. And this is Burberry Hair Eau de Toilette. This is definitely along the lines of Coach Poppy. Not this, the smell is completely different, but for me it is an aquatic, fruity, fresh type of smell. Maybe not aquatic, but definitely fresh. Yeah, like a fruity, fresh type of fragrance. And the dry down is where it gets different, and it's got like a nice feminine musky smell that it was working very well for me in the heat. It gives me like 6-7 hours. It's actually crazy how long this lasts on my skin. Top notes of pear, strawberry, blackcurrant, and pink pepper. Middle notes of peony, honeysuckle, lily of the valley, and rose, and base notes of musk and cedar. Would I wear the original Burberry hair in a barbecue? Probably not. If you want something similar, ask a little more pear heavy, but you still get the strawberry. The blackcurrant is nice in here. Go for the eau de toilette, and don't be scared that it's not going to last you, because it's not true, and it will last you, and it will do what it's supposed to do. This is wonderful. And if you're finding yourself for whatever reason having some longevity issues, this is internal, right? Take in how much water that you take in a day, and if you do take it a decent amount a day, but you find yourself outside a lot in a particular day, and your fragrance is not lasting, you're dehydrated. The sun is drying you out. The liquor you're drinking is drying you out. Go and go drink some more water. On top of that, make sure that you are hydrating the exterior of your body. How do you do that, you ask? Well, go get some lotion. I wouldn't necessarily recommend oils and heat, but lotion. And if you want to really do a little more pizzazz, look at the fragrance you're using and then try to go find a lotion like from Bath & Body Works and stuff with some of those notes. But yeah, little tidbit there. We're going to keep it pushing. So those, I would say, those are like the fruity, super fruity ones that I would recommend, to be honest with you. And that's it. I mean, you could, like I said, wear whatever you want. These are what I'm recommending, and I haven't had an issue with bees. That's not to say that a bee wouldn't come flying by you, because they don't know how to mind their business, but these are not actually attracting bees to come and attack you. Come sit on your face, come do too much. We don't need that type of face sitting. We don't need that in our lives at all. That's too much. We're moving on now to the fruit, to the citrus fruits. So these have a little more, they give you some type of clean feel with the fruity aspect still at play because of the citrus notes in here. Does anybody want to guess what citrus fragrance that I'm about to go and say right now? Well, there's two of them that I've been saying on repeat. One is from Okja. Anyone want to guess? I'm going to give you a second. If you guessed Morning Rain by Okja before I said it, please go ahead and drop a yellow heart in the comment section. I keep talking about this fragrance like I don't have 90-something fragrances in my collection. Listen, leave me alone. Thank you. Oh, no. Virgin. There is something so amazing about this fragrance. There is something so amazing. So this is a dupe, okay? And I appreciate the dupe because I do not have the funds to be spending right now. In the future, hopefully I will. Gypsy Water by Byredo. Byredo as a whole is expensive, okay? So we do what we can when we want a similar vibe, when we want the similar smell and so on and so forth. And Morning Rain is so good. It's so good. Take away the dupe for Gypsy Water. This is good. This smells so good. Let's just keep it moving because I talk about this a lot. You got the juniper, the lemon, the bergamot, and pepper in the top note. Heart notes of pine needles, incense, and orris root. Base notes of sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. You know what this gives me? This is what I feel like a woodland fairy, a forest pixie would smell like. It's giving that piney needle smell like the trees. It's giving some type of like a lemon and some type of sweetness. It's giving slight powdery. It's giving a little bubbliness. It's giving almost like an airy smell that I'm not sure if that's the juniper or not. It's so beautiful. Like I just want to bathe in it, to be honest with you. And that lemon mixed with, I think, the juniper berry and bergamot give this almost like a refreshing quality, but it goes like against itself because the sandalwood and vanilla and incense give it a slight warmth at the same time. It's really cool. It's really fun. I love it. If there's one Okja fragrance that I get you to try, Morning Rain is that, please. Thank you. The other one that I feel like I talk about a lot that maybe you'll have guessed is Chanel's Chance Eau Fraiche. No, absolutely not. You could wear this anything. I think this is, the blend of this fragrance is so smooth. So smooth. I'm actually disturbed how amazing they made this fragrance. Eau Tendre. Listen, it's cute. I don't have the original. I've smelled the original. I have the dupe from Dossier. It's cute-esque. It's fresh. It's for the price of Chanel, I'm not sure if I'm gonna ever own Eau Tendre. But Eau Fraiche, no. You can wear this to the gym. You could wear this wearing workout clothes going about your life. You could wear this going to work. You could wear this going out with your person, your lover, your friends. You can wear this in a family setting. You can wear this going to be in front. This is like a fragrance I feel like will make itself work for any situation. And I love that because some of the more bougie or sophisticated scents sometimes I just feel like I can't just put on a regular basis because I'm a mommy, okay? I'm a mommy. I probably have pancake batter on my chest. Like, I'm a mommy, so I don't always look perfect. I don't always have the energy to be in my face. Half the time, I don't have a wig on. Listen, my nails are not done. My toes have been needed to be repainted in the past, like, maybe 2 weeks ago it needed to be. So I don't want to have to feel like I have to always be dressed up in order to wear a particular fragrance. And this is one that just defies all odds for me because it's bougie and also everyday worthy. Woody, citrus, aromatic, floral, musky, powdery, earthy, patchouli, white floral, and soft spicy. Don't be scared of the patchouli in here. It is definitely a very well blended soft patchouli. This falls under Shipe floral. I don't know what that is. It falls under citrus, bad acery. No, I'm just kidding. I'm some foolishness. But you have lemon, cedar, and citron. I would be like, it's a citrus woody. It's a woody citrus fragrance. That's what I would say. Water hyacinth, pink pepper, and jasmine are your middle notes. Patchouli, white musk, vetiver, teak wood, iris, and amber are your base notes. This is beautiful and has moderate depending. The next one, I feel like I've been talking for a hot minute now. Versace's Versace. I've been really loving this. The problem with this one is if it's not hot, like today is not hot, it leans masculine. The fruity notes in this do not come out to me unless the heat is here. Unless the heat is saying, hey, what's up, hello. But this is a citrus woody fragrance to me. Main accords are citrus, woody, fresh, spicy, aromatic, white, floral, and powdery. Very similar main accords to Chanel Chances Eau Fraiche, and I do compare the two. But for some reason, for me, Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche leans more feminine across the board more often than not, whereas this one can lean masculine sometimes to me, which is funny because for some other fragrance YouTubers on here, it's the opposite. So that's interesting. But I just don't, like right now, I'm not getting the fruity notes. It smells very woody, very a little masculine. So, but a couple days ago when it was 78 degrees, I was like, this is amazing. So bergamot, citruses, green mandarin, fig, and pear are the top notes. Middle notes of cardamom, lily, jasmine, and narcissus. Base notes of Virginia cedar, olive tree, musk, and sandalwood. And I love this. I love this, especially if I know it's going to be really warm. I'm going to put this on. And it's super cheap. I would put this in my kids' diaper bag. And if I want to re-up, I will re-up and spray this. For sure. For sure. It's nice. And it's almost like a cheaper alternative, sort of. For Chanel, like a similar vibe to Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche, but not quite. The next one I want to talk about is one, this falls under a little bit of a sweet vibe, but there is a citrus note in here that does play a pretty decent role for me. This is Valentino's Yellow Dreams, Donna Born Aroma Yellow Dreams. Musky, citrus, rose, powdery, aromatic, and floral is here. And this is one of the most feminine fragrances I have smelled. If you're not really trying to do super booming, like Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche really kind of project, like someone, like you don't need to project super wild. This is, I think, the way to go. It's lemon, rose, and white musk. I don't know if I believe those are the only three notes in here. This is blended to the gods if it is. It's so feminine. Oh, it's so feminine. It's so feminine. It's so sundress season. It's very pink, and I know the juice is yellow, but it screams pink and super girly, grown girly to me. This is not something I don't have a daughter, I have sons, but if I had a daughter and she was in like middle school or high school, I don't know if I would recommend this per se. It's just giving grown woman vibes. If she wanted it, I'm not gonna fight her about it. I mean, it's a freaking fragrance, but this is something I would say like older, like in your 20s and up is it's just giving class, like girly class, feminine, girly adulthood type of vibes. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it lasts pretty decent. And then the heat, it's actually doing pretty decent in the heat for me. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I don't have anything else to say about this. Have you tried this yet? If you haven't, I think you need to get your hands on it. And there's one last, well, technically two, but thing that I want to talk about in this particular video here. For me, it's kind of like a ambery, fruity, floral. I think it falls under ambery floral. I'm not gonna even look it up, but that is Coco Mademoiselle. This right here, it's very, to me grown and serious and gorgeous and lovely, and I would have no qualms about wearing this. And I can add a little bit of lotion. I can add some sweetness to it, or lotion that is bergamot and rose body butter. That's gonna super hype up this smell, and then I know I don't have to spray myself the entire, like no respray necessary. If you want a cheaper alternative or slightly sweeter alternative, you could either go with Sophia by Sofia Vergara, but that leaves almost a little too sweet for me to be outside. Woody Oak Moss would be what I would say if you want slightly sweeter, or you're looking for cheaper. These are great. It's the Chanel, darling, and Dossier be slaughtering these dupes. It's crazy, honestly. Dossier is actually one of my fave dupe house brands because I have not really been disappointed in the juice. The bottles are my least favorite. It's gonna say you gotta work on the sticker, okay? But the juice is so good, I don't even care. The juice is so good, I don't even care. And they just have so many fragrances to try from, and I like Ocha too, but it's not, I don't know if I would say Ocha's my favorite. Ocha has some of my favorite dupes, but not my favorite brand per se. But yeah, that's basically all of them for this video. And look out for part 2, which is going to include clean and coconut fragrances. All right? Thank you so much for watching this whole video. If you made it to the end of this video, listen. Go ahead and drop me, is there a shower emoji? I feel like there's a shower emoji. If there is like a shower emoji, don't drop the drop thirsty emoji. Don't do that. But like some type of like shower or maybe even the sun emoji. Pick one or the other. If there's a shower emoji, do that one. But if not, do the sun one. So I can see who made it to the end of the video. And hopefully I'll see you in part 2 and all my other videos. And if you intend to wait for part 2, just hit that subscribe button. My family. Just join the crew. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.